Dean, you know I hate when people talk about you behind your back. I heard this woman behind me the other day actually rate me out of 10. She said to her friend, oh yeah, I'd give him 1.
Oh, I see what you did. It's a beautiful Melbourne morning out there. Welcome to Magic Mornings. I'm Dean. This is Kamal, and yes, welcome again. We've got Magic again to review this fortnight.
Sure do.
And what would you call this stuff? Would you say it was a bit of a 50-50 split mixed bag between the
a little bit
good and the bad?
A little bit. I like to call this episode, Dean, the what would you give it out of 10 episode.
The what would you give it out of 10 episode. Alright, well with that in mind,
yes.
I'm very excited, Kamal. What are we going to start with today?
Today we're going to start with...
Cheers, by the way, from Piper Magic.
Who?
Do you know, I've noticed something about myself. Every time I pick up that cup and do that, I always put my hand on my belt. It's a bit like it's a utility belt. Like when I push it, something's going to happen, like pop out of the...
Nothing's going to happen.
Nothing's going to happen.
No.
Of a prop-like nature. What's this?
No, this is...
Oh, God, don't talk to me about this.
This is...
No, I don't want to hear about this hoodie thing.
Alright.
I do not want to review this hoodie thing. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to review it. I just don't want to know what it is.
Alright then, we're done.
We're done. That's what I think of the hood now. Go on.
No, so
no, come on. They'll
just...
criticise me for being too old and I don't wear hoodies and that's why I don't like it.
So, you don't wear hoodies?
Well, I do sometimes. I'm travelling long haul. A hoodie's great on a plane if you're going to like anywhere further than, say, Japan.
By sea? Greenland?
No, not by sea. I never wear hoodies on the sea. It's too cold. You get too wet in the sea with a hoodie. You need a swimsuit. You need a diving costume. Look at me. Bloody thing. No idea what divers wear. Just a theatrical person calling everything a costume.
Can we talk about the trick?
Yeah, let's talk about the trick.
Okay, this is Hoodie Catchers. Brought to you by SMAGIC. That's right.
SMAGIC. That says it all. Sorry, I apologise, but is it really called SMAGIC?
SMAGIC.
That's stupid. That is mental.
It could be S-Magic, but...
SMAGIC sounds... It's much more appropriate for if you're going to bag it, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, look, it's not a complete train wreck, this one.
I don't know. No, it's not a train wreck. It's just... Well, come on, we'll get into it.
Alright, so this is described by the creators as the modern day card stab, where you take your hoodie cord, the cord from your hoodie, presuming you're wearing a hoodie, of course. I see you chose not to wear one today.
Actually, we both opted not to wear them today, didn't we?
No.
Because I've seen some magic reviews where people do wear them, and I always say, that's not what you should wear if you're going to do a presentable magic review show. So
no.
That's why we're not wearing them.
No. So
your cord.
You got the cord. Yep. And the cord looks like...
Supplies?
Supplied, yes.
There's only one cord, though.
It is one cord.
Do you only need one cord, right?
You only need one cord. And it's a real cord. You can use your own cord from your own hoodie, should you... should you want to.
Yep.
And it gets wrapped around the deck after a card is selected, and the cards go everywhere, and your card ends up being sort of impaled on the hoodie cord.
Yeah, alright.
That's about as best as I can describe it.
And that's it, isn't it?
That's pretty much
There's no kicker where the rest of the pack vanishes from your hands and appears in your hoodie?
No, the deck ends up on the ground.
Yeah, that's another
cards
point
go
of
everywhere.
interest. The cards end up all over the floor, including some tricky part of the deck. Am I allowed to say that?
I'm going to say that the cleanup on this is going to be terrible. Because there are some, let's say there are some gaffed components to this trick. I'm not giving too much away there, I think.
No, I don't think you're giving anything away. And those gaff components that that facilitate you to make this card look like it appears very quickly and very easily on the hoodie cord, that stuff that you're paying for ends up on the floor.
Yep.
And that's why I think this is another misleading magic trailer in a video.
A little bit.
You are not going to spend money on a gimmick and have it go on the floor and
yeah.
Voila, that's the end of my street act and now I'm going to walk away.
But to their credit, they do supply the gimmick, and there's some construction involved in producing that gimmick, so I'm glad they did include it in the little package here.
And they didn't say make this up yourself out of, well, I won't say what you'd make it up out of because that gives too much of the game away, but alright, so that's basically the effect. Is it? I guess you could call it a modern day card stab then. I would not say that was misleading. It is a modern day card stab. So does it need to be modernised though, the card stab? There are knives everywhere. You can be at dinner, in a cafe, you can take a spoon and go, and your card can be on a spoon. I would argue that I would argue that would be more effective than using your hoodie cord.
That's the modern day card stab.
It's a teaspoon.
On a teaspoon.
Well, everyone goes out for coffees.
Yep.
You know, even even Gen Y's go out for coffee. The sort of person who might do this trick, would you say it was designed for a younger magician?
Absolutely.
All right, and that's not why we hate it, because we're old. Well,
Not
I'm
old.
old. Even I'm old. Yeah, I just think that
it's not a bad idea. It's.
Can I just say that the actual
Method?
modus operandi,
Yeah.
is that right?
Yeah.
The method is very clever, actually.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't look like when you see the effect presented, it doesn't look like it uses a clever method.
No.
To me, it looks like it's just kind of, you just do it, and then when you go like that, the card's fall, it's kind of on there. But the method's really clever, but it would lend itself better, I think, to a different effect.
Sure.
Like, we were talking about this before we went live. The trick where you drop the cards into a paper bag and you put a rope in, and the card ties itself onto the rope. You could do a similar sort of effect with this gimmick, where a card tied itself onto a shoelace, not tied, but threaded itself through. That'd be a more direct, I think, not a more direct trick, but I don't know. I think it would be a better effect if you dropped the cards in a bag and did something.
So it's a clever method, but really nothing more than that. And clever is maybe still a stretch.
Yeah. You could stretch the hoodie cord.
You could stretch the hoodie cord.
Don't stretch it too much, because then you'll have to get a new one.
Yes, that's true.
Is it stretchable?
A little bit. All right, perfect.
What happens if that hoodie cord doesn't match your hoodie?
You can use your own hoodie cord.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
it's just normal hoodie cord.
It's just normal.
By the way, the cord is not gimmicked.
No.
All right, the gimmick is separate.
Is that giving too much away?
Maybe. I don't know.
But you can use your own hoodie cord. So Dean, out of 10, what would you give this one?
I probably wouldn't rate it. I didn't like it at all.
On a scale of 1 to terrible?
No, I'll get. Well, look, I tell you what, I do like the method. The method for getting the threading action happening. So I'll probably give the trick, like, I probably wouldn't rate it up. I'd probably give it about a 4 or something, maybe.
4
or 5 or something like that.
I'd say 4 is fairly accurate.
4 about right, do you reckon?
I think so. And more importantly, Dean, who's buying this?
Well, I'm certainly not, am I, based on the review.
But as a piece
younger
of
magicians, like I was saying, like guys, younger guys, street guys that like to go around, and entertain, do good videos and upload, and YouTube style magicians, possibly, because I think that they can get it working. Young guys can get this working.
And as a piece of fashion accessorizing, how do you rate the cord?
On you?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Out of 10?
20.
Fantastic. All right. That is Hoodie Catches
thank
by
God that's out the way.
SMAGIC.
Thank God.
SMAGIC.
Anything else by SMAGIC?
I would hope not.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to Piper Magic.
He's going to sell loads of those.
Oh, by the way, can I just give a bit of a plug for Sean, actually?
Oh, yes, go on.
Bit of a postcard here from Piper Magic Leak. That's how you say it if you're a Geordie.
I see, yeah.
I'm going to buy some gear from Piper Magic. On the back it says, enjoy, regards, Sean. What's he been sending you then? Contact Sean at Piper Magic. He's a great friend of ours, and we looked after him though, didn't we, when he was younger? We used to look after Sean.
He's still young.
He's very young. He's had a complete body transformation lately too, as well, Sean.
I'm sure this is very important to a magic video.
No, well, everyone who watches this will know Sean. They'll see his. It's not like he's kept it a secret. He's posted almost nude pictures of himself on Facebook with his transformation. Nice. Anyway, give Sean a call. Piper Magic. What's next?
All right, next we've got a little packet trick.
Oh,
this is Mixed Perception.
I've got some interesting
by
things
Cameron
to say about this.
Francis. This is a little packet trick. It's a little bit like a mini triumph, if you like. Mini triumph.
Yep, mini triumph.
Small packet triumph.
Yeah, small packet triumph.
With a selected card.
Kicker ending.
A couple of kicker endings. The selected card, as I'm sure you're seeing now on your screens, turns out to be from a different deck.
It's a bit presumptuous of me to think that he's definitely going to put the trailer.
Sean's definitely putting the trailer over this part right now. The bit right now when I'm speaking.
So if I do this in your ear, no one will see that.
I hope not.
Carry on.
So the selected card turns out to have a different colour back, and the other cards that were chosen as to be part of this small packet triumph turn out to be blank.
Yeah.
So nice little trick.
Yeah, but the presentation on it's really good too. When I watched the video, I was away when I watched the video, my internet was cutting in and out. I was like, oh, this is like another, there's 1,000 things like this. It's like a little mini triumph where the cards turn blank at the end. But you just did it for me before the cameras came. I was like, that is great.
It's good.
I really love this. Very simple, very direct. Yep. And it's hard to beat some classic packet tricks, right? We were talking about this. Tonti, Gypsy Curse, Skinner Monty. What else would you say was great?
No, that's just those three.
Is that just those three? The rest of the garbage. You're looking for like that bit of gold you can just stick in your wallet, and you don't need the rest of the pack, and you're at an airport or you check into a hotel and you're going to show someone something very quickly out of your wallet. This, I reckon, is definitely a good candidate for that.
It's great.
It seemed impossible, like there's no funny moves, you just close the spread of face-up, face-down cards, you do a bit of a twist, snap, and they literally, all the same way, they just Kamal just dealt them to the table, and they were blank. It looked great, it was amazing.
Now, there are some slight, I would say, negatives to this effect. I think overall this is a very good effect. It's not examinable, which is fine.
No.
But it's easy to get into this trick with your deck, and it's easy to get out of it to go back to your regular deck. Yeah, deck. I said deck.
Yeah.
To go back to your regular deck and continue performing. So as an opener, this works quite well. Yep. And also, there are a lot less, if you like, moving parts to this effect than I first thought watching the trailer. Watching the trailer, I thought, oh, there's going to be this kind of gaff, and there's going to be that kind of gaff, and it's going to be too difficult.
Hard to remember where everything is.
Yeah.
A bit like Tonti. Remember Tonti? It's really difficult to keep track of what's happening with Tonti.
This is quite, I like this for its simplicity. It's good.
There are a lot of things happening in it though. There are a lot of gaffes going on. A lot of different multi-layered methodology.
Sure.
Well, at least 3 things, right?
Yeah.
No, 2 or 3?
Yeah, but still, I really like this. This gets a strong recommendation for me.
Me too.
If you're looking for something like this effect in the form of a small packet triumph. Dean, what would you give this out of 10?
It's going to be up there for me, this. It's going to be up there, certainly like 8.5, I think, or something, 8.5, 9.
It's solid. It's solid. I mean,
solid.
No heavy
very
slides
direct,
involved.
very direct.
Direct is exactly. And more importantly, Dean, who's buying this trick?
Well, I don't have to buy it. It's mine. Thank you. No. Anyone should buy this.
Yep.
Anyone should buy it. I mean, I can't imagine it's that expensive, is it?
I don't think it is, no.
It seems relatively inexpensive to me. Reasonably priced. Just get one, grab one, have a bit of a play with it, stick it in your wallet. Next time you're checking into a hotel and someone asks you why you've got a big road case with you, you say, I'm a magician, and you do this for them. If you check it into a hotel, you might, if you're close up, you probably haven't got a big box, have you? But
alright, that is a Mixed Perception by Cameron Francis.
Yeah.
And Dean, who's buying it? You?
Me? You? Everyone? Just grab one. Grab one from Sean now. Packet tricks are about fun. Packet tricks aren't about necessarily fooling the bejesus out of people. It's about...
It's still a fooler though.
Yeah, it's a fool about. I'm saying packet tricks are like a great little meditation, aren't they? Nice little pastime. Saturday night, you know, sitting around, playing with the deck cards, have a play with some packet tricks. Whatever. If you don't do it after the first week, who cares? You've had a week. You've had a week of enjoyment out of a packet trick.
True, yeah, it's good.
That's what I think about packet tricks anyway.
Alright, up next, Dean.
Oh, this is awesome.
We have... Tell us what you really think.
This is great.
This is Scandal. Who's Scandal by, Dean? Adrian Vega.
Adrian Vega. He's a very likeable magician. South American.
Tell us about this effect, Dean. What does it do?
I'll tell you what happens in this in a nutshell. It's very simple to explain, which means it's probably going to be a good effect if it's simple to explain.
True. Di Vernon said that.
Di Vernon did say that.
More or less.
He said a lot of other things too, Di Vernon.
So he had a couple of words to say.
Yeah.
Mostly grumpy words.
Have you seen the documentary about Di Vernon, The Spirit of Magic?
I have not.
It's really great.
Okay.
There's a clip in it where this woman gives him a pack. There's no audio on the clip, but this woman hands him a pack, and he grabs the pack and just chucks it away. Just like saying, like, can you please sign my deck, Mr. Vern Professor? And he just goes, "Gonna throw that over there."
Classic.
Anyway.
Classic anecdote.
So you say to someone, name any number between 1 and 52.
4.
Right. Okay. Good. No one ever says 4.
Okay.
People say like 21, 22, 23.
Ask again.
They go from 21 up to 27 usually.
Ask
Name
again.
any number between 1 and 52.
4.
The bat signal. Right. So they then deal down. You're not holding the deck right now. They do all the dealing. They deal down one at a time till they reach the number. You turn the card over. It matches a prediction that's been on the table the whole time.
That's pretty good so far.
Yep. There's no switching of the prediction. It is an absolute, genuine match. Then all the other cards are blank. So there's a blank deck climax to this.
I love a good climax.
I do too, especially if it's blank. Especially if I'm shooting blanks with this. It's completely blank, and it's a great ending. And there's a little bit in the method of this trick that's so clever that we can't talk about because it'll give it away.
The method in this effect is amazing. It's great. I love it. I love it for its cleverness.
Yeah, it's very, very clever.
It's so clever.
It's very clever.
I think the effect is very strong.
The effect is strong, and the cleverness of the method is to do really, or part of it is to do really with the fact that the spectator can deal. Because when you watch this trick, you go, how is the spectator even handling those cards?
Yep.
There's got to be something up about that deck, which is what I thought, and then there is something up about the deck, but only up to a point there isn't. That's as much as we can say.
Well explained. Well explained.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting.
So this is one of those tricks that's it's super easy to do. It's self-working.
It's self-working.
Practically self-working.
Yeah.
I'd say on a difficulty scale, it's like a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, probably about something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, you want to be able to present smoothly, so a bit of practice involved in just the handling of the deck, and also the handling of this particular kind of trick deck.
Yep.
It is a very famous. It's based on a very famous trick deck. And you need to be a little bit more. You need to be kind of used to that kind of deck. The deck can be a bit tricky, would you think? Sometimes.
Sometimes, not really. I think this is great. Super simple to do. Great effect. Dean, out of 10, what are you giving this?
Yeah, 9.5.
Yeah, agreed. This is
very good.
Rock solid. If you're if you're starting to get into Magic, if you're into, if you've just, let's say you've just had a Svengali deck, and you find that works well for you, this is Killer Magilla Gorilla.
Yeah.
It's.
You know what I just thought about this too? If you you could follow this up with a mental photography deck, the old favourite that everyone loves.
Oh yeah.
You have to do a deck switch, but it could be a great killer ending because you have a
blank. Starts as blank.
You have a blank deck. You could gather those cards up, do a quick switch for mental photography, show it's blank, snap, and then they all come back.
Brilliant.
Might be a good way just to close a little bit of a routine up. So you could have had any one of these cards if they appealed. You could have had any one, and then you can. Well, you don't do that with a mental photography. You riffle it when it's printed.
Yep.
But it might be an interesting way of just closing a routine off with them.
It's good.
I think.
Solid. Yeah. Rock solid.
Rock solid. 9.5 out of 10.
Hyper Magic. Seriously. Well done.
Give him a call.
Well done. Now, Dean.
Take him out for a drink.
Do you happen to have any more postcards at your disposal?
I have one postcard. It's funny because the postcards look almost the same from the back, except one's got a personal message to you written. Oh yeah. This is for GenieCon. Now I believe that GenieCon, and I'm not reading this. GenieCon is the convention of the Genie Magic Society in Sydney, right?
Yes, coming up.
GenieCon 2018. It's at Rudy Hill RSL.
Coming up in June.
Coming up in June.
Yep.
Let's tell you who's going to be on there.
Go on.
British card sensation Joseph Barry.
Are you reading this?
Yeah. Oh, Silly Billy's on.
Yes.
David Kay. He's a great actor, isn't he?
He's good.
Paul Richards and Levent. Oh, Levent's a top act.
Yes.
Have you seen Levent? He's awesome.
Personally, no.
No, Levent is a solid act.
Okay.
Great manipulator. So started out his career as a classical manipulator, and now is a kind of comedy magician. Works on all the ships and everything. Great billiard ball routine, Levent.
If you're in Sydney in June, highly recommend you get along to GenieCon.
I might go myself because I think I'd get off a ship on that day. I might go over and see them all.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of great acts and great value for money. Jump on the website, which is geniecon18.com.au. Should be flashing across your screen right now, assuming Sean knows how to work the video magic. And register. It's going to be a great weekend.
There we go.
Magic.
All things magic, GenieCon. It's nice, isn't it, to see a convention in Australia?
Oh, it's great.
Because we don't really have that many of them, do we?
No, we do not.
We've been to a few, haven't we, over the years?
Yeah, here and there, here and there.
Here and there.
Now, Dean.
Oh, this is awesome.
Lucky last.
This is
finishing
great.
strong today.
This is good. Right. Yeah.
This is Real Deck Switches by Benjamin Earl.
This is top notch, top shelf stuff. This.
Now it's titled Real Deck Switches, Dean. What does that mean?
Yeah, I sort of question the title as well because I mean Ben Earl does some fake ones, maybe there is a fake deck switch. Well, you could have, again, back to mental photography, you could pretend you're doing a deck switch there, but you didn't really. It's a trick deck. That's a fake deck switch. These are real-world, complete well, I suppose what he means is, these are the kind of deck switches people would do if they're in crooked games. These are based on deck switches that actually happen.
Okay, yep.
You know?
So and anyone true sort of Erdnase-esque style, old-school gambler, cheater.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't really see how Benjamin Earl has put any magic slant on this. Like, he presents it just as this is how you switch your deck. In any situation where you would. Anyone who's seen James Gallia's latest TV show, there was a guy on that who was switching decks. I can't remember the guy's name. I think they're like very similar it's very similar methodology to this. Okay. Yep. Benjamin Earl is a great magician. He's got some fantastic chops. He's a London guy.
Goes for your advanced sort of sleight of hand man though.
It's definitely advanced, but also you could have fun with this though. You could be someone who was going from intermediate to advanced and have fun with this. You need some bravery to do these moves. I wouldn't be. It's really for me. It's like be a meditation. As part of messing around with cards and having a great time, just playing with cards for a few hours. To practice some of these deck switches would be fantastic. You'd need to have some real guts to be doing this in your tricks.
Yep.
Because it's really bold. You know, some of this stuff. It's literally just like from a seated position, grabbing a deck, cutting it a few times to the table, and he's done a deck switch. And it looks like trick photography.
It does. It really does.
It really does. And then when you try it out yourself, and I tried a few and filmed them, and it didn't quite look like trick photography when I was doing it. It looked like bad 60s trick photography when I was doing it. You know, when there's a little bit of a jump and you go, they definitely put some trick photography in there. Like Jason and the Argonaut style, you know, where you can kind of tell that the monsters aren't real. But when he does it, it's a proper Jurassic Park stuff, proper Jurassic World.
A lot of film metaphors in this.
It's proper big space cow that Luke's milking on Acto, wherever he's gone to die.
I see.
Oh, spoiler.
So Dean, out of 10, what would you give this one?
10. It's great.
10?
Yeah.
Wow, very good.
Excellent DVD. Very long, enjoyable.
Yep.
Big volume, you know. It's like, we like long DVDs, don't we? We like fat magic books and long DVDs. We want to get our money's worth out of the creators.
Yep.
And this is definitely something that's going to give you your money's worth. It's a nice long afternoon of watching and playing around and relaxing with the deck.
Yeah, look, it is rock solid. Tricky to do. But if deck switches are your thing, or you want to start getting into deck switches, or just curious and want to see what it's all about, again, highly recommended.
Deck curious. If you're a little bit deck curious.
You could be deck curious, Dean. And ultimately, who's buying this?
I think a little bit like you said, like maybe advanced card people, but I don't know what this retails at. It's a DVD, so it's probably not that inexpensive. I'm sure Sean is putting the price right there now. Wouldn't it be great if that matched up exactly? Yeah, guys that like card tricks.
Yeah, that's
or people who like to collect DVDs and things, and it's not a beginner's thing, is it?
No, it definitely is not. Definitely not.
No.
So, Dean, I think that just about wraps up today's episode. Out of 10, what would you give today's episode?
I'd give it 1. I love it. Cheers, Kamal.
Cheers.
Great to see you again. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time on the next Magic Mornings. Tastes a little bit like urea, this. The inside of urea. Oh yeah, I did that urea and I did it earlier on.
You know it.
Yeah, I know you are, yeah.
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh, well, I'd give you 1. Alright. That was pretty good. We're getting better at this.
Yeah.
You've still got that cord around your neck, by the way.
Yeah, I know.